We all get consumed by something. Music, film, a good book, perhaps even that new healthy lifestyle. On Consumed, we talk to people about what's consuming them. So, let's get consumed. Hello and welcome to Consumed. This week we're going to be consuming Alex Taylor. Hello Alex, how are you?
Hi Alex, I'm good, thank you.
How do we know each other, Alex?
We met 10 years ago at the Everyman Cinema. We both worked there and have stayed in contact ever since. You also taught me to drive.
This is true. I did actually. Yeah. 10 years ago. That's crazy, isn't it? That's absolutely nuts. You were just a young, fresh fresh-faced teenager, not just a young, fresh teenager. That sounds much weirder.
Well, yeah. Well, do you think I look much different now?
You look 10 years older. Do I look much different?
Yeah. You have a cap on now.
I have a cap on now.
I don't think you had the beard
when
10 years ago.
No, you didn't have a beard. That's true, actually. Some people may say you don't now.
No, I don't. You didn't have a beard 10 years ago.
Did I not have a beard 10 years ago? Oh, right. It comes and goes.
No, I don't think so.
What did you have for dinner?
I had pizza and a salad.
Pizza and a salad?
Delicious.
Homemade pizza?
It was oven pizza from, I think it was like M&S or something nice.
Ooh.
And then just like a bag of salad with some homemade dressing.
Very nice. Very nice. Nice. I had a roast chicken with a salad. Homemade.
Oh, nice. Didn't you?
All homemade.
Didn't you have that quite recently? I feel like I've heard you say that before on your podcast.
Yeah. I actually think I said that last week. It was last week, I think. Yeah. It'd been the very last one. Yes, I eat chicken and salad.
Well, if it works.
Quite regularly, apparently. It does. It really does.
Nice.
So what have you been consuming recently?
All right. Well, I've been watching. You got Disney Plus? I've
got Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah. I've been watching Alice and Steve. Have you been watching that?
What is that? No. What's that?
It's a sitcom. It's about two friends, man and a woman. They're in their and I think they're in their 50s. Friends for a long time. And he starts to go out with her 26-year-old daughter.
Oh, has this got Jermaine Clement in it?
And yes. Jermaine Clement and Nicola Walker.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really good.
Okay. That's it. End of. Any more on that?
Well, yeah, it's really good. I thought you would have probably watched it because I know you like Flight of the Conchords, that sort of stuff.
I do like Flight of the Conchords. I probably will watch that actually because I do have Disney Plus. I just don't really. Well, I'll tell you what I've been watching recently. The Piano. You ever watched that?
What's that?
It's on Channel 4, and they put a piano in a train station, and then people come and play the piano.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Claudia Winkleman hosts it. And then hidden away is Mika. And it used to be with Lang Lang and then John Baptiste. But now it's just a random piano player. But famous, not just a random piano player. But Mika's still there. And then they choose whoever's the best to perform in a concert. Because they tour, they do like lots of different stations in the country. And it's always very emotional. It's great.
Where does the emotion come from?
People's backstories, obviously. But people might come in with how the piano maybe saved them from some deep, dark depression or something along those lines. Or like a child will come on and they'll be like, hello. And then they'll start playing and everyone will be like, whoa, this guy's good. And yeah, it just can be quite touching, I suppose would be the word. But my eyes are moist usually by the end.
Okay. Well, that's good. Is it like random people at the train station? Is it like random people at the train stations, or is it like people they've brought in to like play the piano in the station?
Yeah. There was once a guy from Harrogate on it, actually, and he made it to the final concert because he has dementia. Not because he has dementia. He was good at playing the piano, but he had dementia. So that was that was the touching story because he was playing a song he'd written for his wife and he was worried he was going to forget it halfway through. He didn't. But, it was very touching. I can't stop saying touching today.
Well, I mean, that sounds fun. I mean, I have heard of it, but I've been put off it because whenever I see people playing the piano in train stations, I don't know, I do find it a bit off-putting, really. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I mean, it's probably more touching than when you see people playing it in St Pancras.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't know their personal backstories, so I'm not touched by them.
Well, maybe you should go next time. Just go up to them and be like, "Excuse me, can you just give me a bit of backstory about yourself? Why did you love playing the piano as a child?
Why
etc." And then you could just stand in front of them, making eye contact, and then you just start crying. in front of them. That's what you can do next time.
I'd be like, my eyes are moist.
And they'll be like, yeah, I could tell. I can see from here. I've also been watching, this is like Amy's favourite TV show. We've also been watching Fake or Fortune. You ever watched that?
No, what is that?
I'm not surprised you haven't watched it, to be honest with you. Amy's watched them all. So someone will have a painting and they will believe it to be painted by a famous artist, but they don't, it's not accredited to them. And so then Fiona Bruce and a guy called Philip Mould, who owns a gallery in London, then basically do a load of detective work to try and see if it is actually can be accredited to this famous artist, because, you know, fake or fortune, is it a fake or is it going to be worth a fortune? And quite a lot of the time it is actually worth a fortune afterwards. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's like a little detective show. It's quite exciting in a kind of old person way. Old person exciting.
That's right. Well, yeah, I'm glad that most of the time it actually is real. I thought it was going to be a show where basically like most episodes they're really let down and thought they were sitting on a fortune, but they've actually just got a worthless painting.
I mean, that does happen. That does happen, yeah, for sure. There was one episode we watched last year where this guy had a famous painting, and this guy, basically like the only collector for it in the world, he offered him quite a large sum of money. And the guy was like, nah, I'll put it to auction. And basically no one bid on it apart from the guy that wanted to buy it in the first place. And he basically got it for like half the amount of money he offered him initially. I guess the main guy was like, oh, well, you know, I had to see. But he probably lost out on like hundreds of thousands of pounds. And then they like cut to him afterwards. And he was like, yeah, I still managed to make some money out of it. But he was a bit depressed. That's
Putting on a brave face for the cameras.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the not exciting TV we've been watching. But you've also been watching The Bear. Have you watched The Bear?
Well, I've seen the first 2 seasons, and the first season in particular was really good, I thought.
Yeah.
But I think, maybe I'll watch the 3rd season and then, I don't know, I think the 3rd season, that was when it started getting a bit more, like there was a lot of like dream sequences or something like that. And I don't know, I found myself losing interest during the third series. And I haven't, and when the 4th series came out, it like completely passed me by.
Well, the 5th season's out now. And I agree, it does drop off a bit in the 3rd season. And I was like, am I still here? But actually, it really comes back well in the 4th season. It comes back. And actually, I've only watched a few episodes of the 5th, and it's good. It's good. That's Disney Plus. I would recommend getting back on that. Always a good soundtrack. And, you know, you're a big hospitality man, obviously. Same as me. That's how we met.
Yeah. There is a lot of, I remember in that first series, there were some scenes that depicted hospitality really well. I think actually you've spoken about this before, but the second from the last episode in the series, it's like the 20-minute one that's one take and just captures the absolute chaos of a busy shift.
Yeah. God, do you remember those days at the Everyman? When we used to, like, they've changed the way they do it now, but when we first opened, yeah, and I'd have to stand there making milkshakes for 8 hours. People would just be shouting milkshake orders at me and just be firing them out whilst, you know, drinking the dregs as well and probably ingesting about 10,000 calories in dregs of milkshakes. The dregs from the jug. No, I'm not drinking from other people's.
Well, I did go to the Everyman. Yeah. Of course. I did go to the Everyman recently to watch The Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it was good. I think it's probably worth going to the Everyman for a film like The Odyssey, because, you know, it's a big film event and, you know, it's a night out. Also, the film's like 3 hours, so you justify the ticket prices a bit more. But it was good. Natalie was still there, but I didn't see, everyone else there was just completely new to me. And yeah, it was a bit weird looking at the bar, thinking like, you know, I used to be there, like miserable, staring at customers.
Yeah, it was quite hard trying to G everybody up sometimes, because I knew it, you know, on the beginning of a busy shift, you just knew it was going to be brutal. But I had to, you know, I was always very positive.
Yes, you were. I remember, I think the peak of it for me was when Mamma Mia 2 came out, because I think that was probably, it was like a good summer for me. In fact, it was the same summer as the 2018 England World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we got to the semis. And then it was just a great film to be out. I think I went and watched it like 3 times. So yeah, that was probably the peak of Everyman for me. Because I didn't even mind that it was busy. I was just like, yeah, like it should be busy. Everyone should come in and see this film. But after that, it trailed off.
Yeah, I know there were some good times. There were some hard times there, mainly during COVID. But yeah, no, it was good fun. Mamma Mia. I've still not seen either of the Mamma Mia films, and I don't know if I'm going to watch them. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you're the one missing out.
Fair enough. That is fair. So basically, the Odyssey has been having rave reviews. Apart from the person that like translated the book, I saw she was slagging it off, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah.
But what did you think? You think it was good?
I did. I mean, it was. I haven't read the Odyssey, so I didn't necessarily care that it wasn't true to the original material. As a film, it was. I mean, yeah, entertaining. I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't watch it at home again, considering it's like such a long film, and I wasn't necessarily that. I haven't really thought about it much since, but like when I was actually in the cinema, like, yeah, I was really like enthralled by it. Like, yeah.
Nice. It's a good movie when you think about it afterwards, I would say. Like Mamma Mia 2.
Exactly. I mean, there's rarely a day that goes by I don't think about Mamma Mia 2.
I'm not surprised. Have you been on holiday anywhere this summer?
Yes. Me and Stella went to South Italy. We went around the Heel. So we flew to Brindisi and then
Puglia.
went to Lecce.
Puglia.
Yes, Puglia, yes. And finished off in Otranto. And it was lovely.
How did you get around?
We didn't really do much. So we got the train mostly, and then for us to get to the last city, rented a car and Stella drove, which was fun. We should have done that before. It was great. I mean, she doesn't mind like driving in other countries. She's done it a few times before. I haven't done it, so I was kind of like, yeah, you can just do it. It's also cheaper to just get one person on the insurance. But it was nice just like sitting in the passenger seat, not really worrying about it.
What car did you rent?
On my holiday.
I'm interested in that.
I didn't recognise the brand. I don't really know about cars.
Fair enough.
I know that Volvo's a brand and Renault, but I couldn't tell you what kind of car. It was a manual, if that's what you're asking.
That's absolutely fine. It was manual. Was it automatic?
Yes, manual.
I always rent automatic cars when I go on holiday because I like driving things that I don't normally drive. And also it's much easier because your left hand doesn't keep punching the door when you try to change gear.
That's good. I mean, I'm intrigued by an automatic car. I gather like as you like move up, as you pick up speed, like you can, like the engine's too slow to actually change gear and you can feel it like revving, which I don't know, I think like that would annoy me. But
just get an electric one. You won't hear that as much.
Yeah, I'll get an electric car.
Yeah. So if you were on a desert island, which dessert would you eat first? Well,
I mean, I initially misinterpreted the question. I thought what you're asking me was like if I could be on an island that was a dessert, like the island was made of a dessert, like what would I want it to be?
Yeah.
So I went into this thinking about tiramisu. I think that would be a good one.
Yes.
Or actually, to be fair, more practical would probably be a crumble.
Why? Why is that more practical?
Well, because if you had the crumble still in the tin, then it would just float on the water and then you could just stay on the sort of the dry crumble bit. And then also you could eat the fruit underneath and that'll get you your nutrients.
Nice. I mean, you can interpret the question any way you like.
Well, yeah. Well, also if I was just on an island where I could get whatever dessert I wanted, I would probably go for probably still the tiramisu first because I mean, that's probably my favourite dessert.
That is a lot of people's favourite dessert. Apart from my friend Luke last week, who didn't
What's
like
his favourite dessert?
He said a sticky toffee pudding, but he basically just gave me a list of desserts he wouldn't eat first instead, which is fair enough.
At least you know.
A lot of people say tiramisu. I've had a lot of people say tiramisu. I like tiramisu. What is it about tiramisu that gets you?
Great question. I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you. It probably is the creaminess of it, like mixed with like coffee and chocolate as well. I think there's not really many situations where you have coffee and chocolate together, even though it goes so well together. So maybe that's why people like it so much.
You could, if you wanted to, you could drink a mocha every day.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems a bit luxurious. I don't know about that.
Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I'll have 2 coffees a day usually.
1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
Usually 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, 2 back to back, double dropping coffees. Well, okay. What do you take?
Recently, I've been getting into having it black.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know. It seems. I think that's something that you do as you get older. Like about 5 years ago, that would have seemed crazy to me. Like only psychos have black coffee, but I don't know. Recently, I've been getting into it.
Yeah, but each year you start putting less milk into your coffee. Is how it goes. Like until it's completely black. Yeah, I only drink black coffee. Mainly because I'm worried about the extra calories. And also I think milk doesn't really agree with me very well, so I've been avoiding milk. But I must have talked about this on the podcast before, but because I used to work in hospitality places, I got accustomed to drinking nice coffee for free. So I buy really nice coffee straight from the roaster and they deliver it to our house. It's a little bit more expensive, but not that much more. But it tastes a lot better.
Well, I remember you talking 2 years ago about how you said you bought a coffee machine to stop yourself from going to Pink Door, I think it was.
Yes.
Is that still working out for you? Are you still not going to Pink Door?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So just for the listeners who don't live on Kings Road in Harrogate, Pink Door is a cafe. And they used to use North Star coffee, which is quite prevalent in the north of England, but they're based in Leeds. It's a great roastery. We buy our coffee direct from them. They deliver it the next day if anyone's interested. Not getting paid off by them. I wish I was, to be honest, getting free coffee.
That'd be great.
But there is a cafe that's opened a few doors down. Oh yeah, so Pink Door now use Ozone coffee, which you can get in London. I think it's Ozone anyway. But a few doors down from Pink Door is a cafe called Ginkgo that's literally directly across the road from you, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah, it's really nice.
You been in?
Yes, it's really, really nice. I mean, I can't remember how the coffee was, but they do like really nice like rolls and stuff like that. So if you can get like a bacon roll from there, that's really nice.
Yeah. Well, they use North Star coffee. And whenever I go to a cafe that sells North Star coffee, because I'm drinking it black, I'm just like, I can do this better at home. So I actually, these days when I go to cafes, I actually don't really ever get coffee because I'm like, I can do this better at home. I'm like, I'm going to get something else instead.
What do you actually get from a cafe, if not coffee?
A kombucha or a smoothie.
Health King. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my new nickname. No one's ever called me that before. But yeah, there you go. Do you like kombucha?
Probably. I think I've only tried it like maybe a couple of times. It's supposed to be like good for your gut health, isn't it? Like something to do with microbiomes.
Yeah, it is. Do you remember when we got raspberry lemonade flavoured kombucha at the Everyman, which was a bit of a curveball for a cinema? Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
No, it's fine. You probably left by that point. Anyway, we did. And so have you ever had kombucha?
I feel like yes. I think maybe Mum's had it in the fridge a couple of times. I don't think I've ever gone out and bought it myself.
Well, have you ever opened it and smelt it?
Yeah, I think I've probably drank it. I think maybe it was a ginger one.
Okay, well, that's probably all right. It smells, well, it's fermented, so it smells pretty funky. Yeah. Because we're at a cinema and there was like, it said like raspberry lemonade on it. Like all these mums were buying it for their kids and they were like, oh, this lemonade's got off. But I know, that's fermented tea. That's not lemonade. Anyway, it would stink, but yeah. That's really nice. Anyway, that's enough about me being a coffee snob. If you had a time machine, I don't know why I said like that. If you had a time machine, where would you go?
I thought the coolest thing for me to do if I had a time machine would be to go back to whenever my grandparents and my parents were my age and just like hang out with them for a day.
Yeah, that would be quite fun actually.
It'd be kind of like Back to the Future.
Yes. So where were your parents when they were, how old are you?
20.
Where were your parents when you were 28?
Good question. So I think my dad will have been working in Leeds or that area, and then Mum will have been, I think, in Derby, something like that. Working.
They hadn't met each other yet, or they?
Don't think so. Oh. In fact, no, they won't have done. They won't have met for like another 10 years or something. Just under 10 years, probably. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my dad was 40 when he had me. So
yeah. That's not that old. I'm 40.
It's not. I wouldn't dare say that.
He was bloody old. Oh, that's interesting that they met quite late. I mean, yeah, me and Amy met when we were 28. Oh, I started going out when we were 28. Okay, so you'd have to do two separate trips then to go hang out. What would would you have known what your grandparents would have been doing when they were 28?
Well, so my grandparents on my mum's side will have already been married. They'll have been married for like 10 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So they'll be living in Bolton at this time. So yeah, I don't know how I would hang out with them, because I feel like it'd be a bit weird if it was an actual time machine and you turned up on their door and you were just like, hi, I'm your grandson in the future. That's not going to actually result in you getting to hang out. So you're going to have to there's going to be some kind of ruse involved.
Oh, right. Okay. So you get a job in the same place as them.
Yeah.
You just get a job in the local pub. Oh, can I have a pint with you after work?
Yeah, that kind of thing. And then, see what they were like as people at my age.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that's quite interesting, because I think about how less silly I am now I'm older, because I have to be sensible for the children. So they just think that I'm this, I am still quite silly, but I'm sure if they met me when I used to drink more, they'd probably be like, well, this guy's this guy's really silly.
This guy's such a laugh.
I know. They were like, what happened to him? What happened to him? I was just doing quite a silly dance whilst my daughter was in the bath and she was brushing her teeth. She enjoyed it though. It involved me tapping my legs and clapping, and then I accidentally smacked myself in the balls, which, was actually quite painful.
That's very silly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite silly actually. So I've got another question for you, which some listeners may find boring, but I haven't seen or spoken to you since Arsenal won the league, and you are also an Arsenal fan. Did you go to any of the festivities?
Unfortunately, I was in Italy at the time. I know. I was obviously very pleased to be away on holiday, which was, that was fun, but it would have been nice to have been in London for the parades. It would have been like a really hectic, stressful day, I'm sure, but got to do it. We don't know if this is going to happen again.
Yes, very true.
Yeah. I actually left on the day on the day of the Champions League final was the day that I left to go to Italy. And I was going through London to get to the airport. I was going through, I had to change at Seven Sisters. So I was in North London. And even at that time, it was about 9 or 10, there was people in Arsenal shirts, descending to go and, get a spot in the pub.
Yeah.
I was thinking, God, it would have been absolutely hectic there.
Yeah, it would have been good. So you would have been about when we won the league on the Tuesday night. You didn't go down to the stadium, and you're a responsible adult.
I watched it with a couple of friends in East London. We didn't watch the actual game, but we went to a beer garden where they had a massive screen to then go and watch the title, lifting the title.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I insisted on that because, it's been, it's been 20. This is the first time actually. Last time Arsenal won the league, I wasn't really all that interested in football. So this is actually the first time I'm experiencing Arsenal winning the league, as a fan.
You were about 6 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that match, when we lifted the title, we'd already won the league, and the match was really boring. I went over to my my sister's house because her husband and her sons, my nephews, are also Arsenal fans. And the match was so dry. And then after the match, it took 45 minutes before the actual trophy presentation, and I had to get my kids home and get them to bed. I was just like, oh, hurry up. Right, done it. Hey, right, I got to go. But I'd been there 3.5 hours. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, it's good fun. Well, I'm pleased you got some festivities out of it then. And also a holiday is nice. That's not too bad.
Yeah. it was quite stressful when I got back so literally kickoff was about 45 minutes after I landed. So it was a case of me getting off the plane, trying to get through airport security to then get to where Stella was staying, and then we watched it on the Champions League final on a dodgy stream in Italy because nowhere in Italy was actually showing the football game, which was bizarre to me.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that was stressful. And in the end, not even worth it. But
well, you didn't know that until the very final kick. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast, but I went camping that weekend with my family and some friends who also went camping, and so I decided to watch it on my iPad next to the internet at the campsite. The only place where the internet was working was next to the shop and the toilets. There were some seats, a little courtyard, so I sat down and started watching it there by myself, and then every now and again a friend would come and pop in, and then about halfway through the first half a group of dads sat down with their laptop and started watching it, but they were all Leeds fans and Man City fans, and I was like, oh God. And then their stream was 30 seconds ahead of mine, which was so annoying because every time something would happen, they would be like, oh, and I'd be like, what? Oh. And then at half time, I went over to them and I was just like, your stream is 30 seconds in front of mine. And this guy just looked at me and went, that's annoying. And I was like, yeah, it is, thanks. And then went and sat down again. In the end, I had to watch the penalties over 15 people's shoulders on their screen. Oh man, it was a nightmare as well. And they also did this thing that they did it to their mate. So there was about 15 of them in the end, and then one of them went to the toilet, and whilst they were in the toilet, they were all made a racket, something had happened. And then they came out and then pointed and laughed at him. But I was in the toilet as well, and I came running out, and then God, it was just ooh. And I was like, oh, this is awful. It was honestly the worst experience of my life. And then we lost. And then I just was like, right, see ya, bye. Cool, done.
Well, yeah. If that's, if we won, then that's just a funny story. But because we lost, that's, I feel sorry for you. That's terrible.
Yeah. Although I was just in the middle of Appletreewick, not that far away from him. But it was nice. Nice place to go camping anyway.
Nice. Yeah, did you go wild swimming?
No, because the river is...
Oh, yeah.
full of poo. No, it's full of...
Oh, yes, of course.
Runoff from the fields around where there's lots of sheep and stuff like that, and farming chemicals and stuff. So the water, if you check it out, there's a website where you can check out the water quality. It is not safe. So if you do go in the water there, you have to wash your hands afterwards. Do not ingest any of it, basically. But I think we're all okay. But it is nice there. It's really nice. If you were on a game show, what would your specialist subject be?
Well, I did struggle with this one. I don't have an easy thing to say. I was thinking about like what things have I like been kind of obsessed with in my life, and I was wondering, and I thought probably the most thing I've spent most time on is probably Football Manager 2012.
Football Manager 25 specifically.
2012.
Yeah. Or 2012.
Yeah, because first got it that year, and then it changed quite a lot the following year. So, and I didn't really want to like adapt to that. So I ended up playing that one for about 6 years before then getting actually the newer ones. So yeah, I mean, if you actually are getting questions on this, I'd be interested to see what questions ChatGPT throws out for this.
Okay, here are 5 Football Manager 2012 trivia questions with a mix of gameplay, wonder kids, and memorable features.
Okay.
So we'll see how we go with this. Question number 1. Which club did Football Manager 2012 feature as the default playable club in its tutorial mode? Did you ever do the tutorial?
I imagine I will have done, but I can't remember. I would guess Barcelona.
It's Manchester City. Question number 2. Which young Belgian midfielder was one of the most highly rated wonder kids on Football Manager 2012?
Belgian midfielder.
Yeah, I mean, that midfield is a bit of a strange way to put it. He definitely was like played on the wing.
Oh, interesting. Did he... is this a famous player?
Yeah.
Is it Eden Hazard?
It is.
Yeah. What was the name of it?
It's a pretty, like...
Is it Ask?
Yeah, it's basically assistant manager tactical options. Good stuff. Question number 4. Which Colombian striker was one of the most sought-after forwards in FM12 after his move to Atletico Madrid?
Radam.
Yes, correct. Question number 5. In Football Manager 2012, what was the maximum number of players that could be registered in a Premier League squad?
Is it 25?
Correct. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I think it's still 20. I think it's still 25. I think that's just the Premier League rule.
It is, yeah. But there you go. I mean, I'm surprised how quickly it got those questions. They weren't all that bad, but I mean, like, ridiculous subject.
Yeah. I think if I went on Mastermind, I'd probably have to choose that.
Well, they're getting rid of Celebrity Mastermind, so you'll never get to go on.
Oh, what? This is just assuming I become a celebrity and I can't go on the normal version. No.
Well, you will be a celebrity after being on this podcast, obviously.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, good stuff. All right, well, thanks very much, Alex, for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Have you got anything else you want to talk about? You did make a list of things.
Not desperately. I will mention that because I've heard you talk about it before. Me and Stella are watching Rivals at the moment.
Oh yeah.
And we're really enjoying it.
You're really enjoying it.
Yeah, we're both really enjoying it. It's we're only halfway through the first series, and it is ridiculous and a lot of fun.
It is ridiculous. I tend to scroll through my phone whilst it's on, but yes, it is ridiculous. I enjoy Danny Dyer and Doctor Who. Why have I forgotten his name?
David Tennant.
Yeah, sorry, David Tennant.
Danny Dyer's great.
More roles. Yeah, Danny Dyer is great. Yeah,
it's nice to see him show his soft side.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it is entertaining, but yeah, it's a bit crap. It is a bit trashy, but what it reminded me of something I recommended a pupil the other day that was on Netflix that you probably never watched, but I recommend it. It's called White Lines. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Well, the lead actor in it, she was in the year above me at school. So that already kind of made me want to watch it. But it is set in Ibiza in like present day, but also the late 90s. And she's gone to Ibiza because the remains of her brother has been found and she wants to find out what happened to him, basically. And it's quite ridiculous. It's like a lot of like 90s Ibiza, a lot of like good tunes. And then it's like also like a detective drama, but it's also just really quite trashy in places. And it's thoroughly entertaining. So I recommend that. I think it came out, I watched it in lockdown. So it came out in like 2012.
Yeah, I feel like I have heard you talk about this before.
Oh, probably, yeah. Because it was enjoyable. Should watch that again. But good. Well, yeah, anyway, thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing what you've been consuming. I don't think anyone's actually done that recently on the podcast, so.
And for doing I did my homework. I've got my list.
You wrote a list, which is nice. So yeah, thank you for coming on. Thanks for everybody who's listening. I think I had about 12 lessons last week, so that's good. And I've got a new catchphrase. I'm just going to do it now. It's nice to chat.
It's all